Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is the Konosuke HD2 Kiritsuke 240mm Laurel handle. So the steel on this, it's a mono steel construction, so it's one piece of steel that's laser cut and then shaped, ground to shape. The steel is known as HD2. It's like the second generation from them, came out a while back. It is a semi-stainless steel. It's very easy to sharpen, holds a decent edge. It sharpens up like a good reactive high carbon steel, and it's just an awesome steel. It's semi-stainless, so you will get some light patina. You can't just leave it sit wet, but it's with reasonable care, it'll take just a gentle patina on it, and it's kind of almost stainless in a lot of uses. So just an excellent steel. Heat treat on this is about 61 Rockwell. Construction, again, is mono steel, so it's one piece of steel. The weight on it is 176 grams, or about 6 ounces. These should be pretty similar from knife to knife. They're pretty close. The edge length is about 230 millimeters from the tip back to the back of the heel here. And the overall length is about 390 millimeters, about 15.4. So the spine thickness on this is about 2.4 millimeters. They're fairly thin knives, but in the back here it's about 2.4 millimeters, and then I measure about halfway down, it's about 2.1, 2.15. And this particular type of knife, it thins out just a little bit until you hit this turn here on this reverse sword tip, and then it thins out pretty nicely at the very tip with the grind. So these are a laser style grind. They're generous in height, about 51.8, almost 52 millimeters tall. And so you can see there's a ton of board clearance there. You've also got the handle style they're putting on these is Key, that I believe is the maker. It's kind of a thinner handle this way and kind of a standard height this way, but it's a little thinner. It's made out of one piece of Laurel wood. It's very nice, kind of warm wood. And the fit and finish is excellent, really tight handle install. They've got their signature kind of contoured butt end to it here. The handle's about 70 millimeters or 2.75 inches in circumference, right about here. So it's a little bit thinner. A lot of people are really liking these on these more laser style knives. The balance point is right about there. For me, that's just a touch in front of my pinch grip, so you still get a little bit of a weight forward balance bias, so you got a little bit of mass feel, even though it's a pretty light knife. They installed this handle with a little bit of the tang showing. It's known as the maki. That's an old school style install. That's just a nod to the old style handle install. There's nothing wrong. You didn't do anything poorly on their choice. That's just what they chose to do. So it's an old school nod, but you've got a nice spot for a pinch grip right here. The fit and finish is really nice on these things. They've got a rounded polished spine. They've got a nice contoured polished choil into the neck here, and so it's very comfortable right out of the box. These have a nice edge on them. I'd say it's maybe 6, 7 out of 10 on my scale for out of the box edges. See if we can get a good beauty shot here. So you'll see they've got enough spine thickness to give you some contour to the blade down towards the edge. So you've got, reasonable food separation and food release given the style of blade. You've got a nice thin grind right at the edge where it counts, and a thin grind at the tip where it counts, but you've got a little bit of backbone, so there's a bit of stiffness to it as well. It's just a beautifully crafted knife. So Sorry, I lost my other monitor here to charge the battery up. But this is a screened on kanji on this. And so it's kind of etched in. Get a close-up of it there. So it's etched in there so you can see that. But really nice knife. So these are very similar to the Gyuto 240s, except the different tip. They've got a similar performance, just a different style tip if you like this Kiritsuke style tip. Here's our edge profile. So they're just not a lot of flat, but not real curvy, just a good intermediate kind of profile. And you can see the You've got a little bit of a flat towards the heel, but not a whole lot. And then a little bit of belly towards the tip. So I can get right in there before it starts wanting to dig the tip in. So it's really not a rocker, but it does a pretty nice job for most other types of tasks. So it's a nice profile. It's easy to use, nothing really out of the ordinary. It's just a really nice looking blade, classic steel, very high performance, kind of a laser style blade, one of the classic laser style knives. So here you have the Konosuke HD2 Kiritsuke style Gyuto 240mm Laurel.